Hello everyone, today I am here to share a demo on ContainerUi. If you have watched the previous video, then it will be much more helpful. Let's get to an example one by one. First of all, the code contains the default layout of p5.js with setup and draw function. Let's define an object variable to hold the key value pair. The variable a will then be used to hold every layout. Let's define a ContainerUi in variable a.a. ContainerUi has 4 parameters. The first one is the direction of holding the children. That can be horizontal or vertical. Let's define a direction of horizontal. The second parameter is the parent, if any, otherwise null. The third one is name, if any, otherwise null. And finally a list for the size of the ContainerUi, that is the width and the height. Let's define a.a to the whole size of the canvas. Lastly, we need to call the compute_box function on parent container. This function computes the final position and size of all its children and itself. To set text in a ContainerUi, we can use the setText function. setFillColor function helps us to fill the background of the ContainerUi using any color we want. Let's set it to gray to distinguish it from the window. The setTextColor function sets the color of the text inside the ContainerUi. By default, the text is at center, that is vertically and horizontally. Now let's define some childs inside this parent container. A.a1 contains the first child and the parent is a.a and it has a direction horizontal for storing further children's. Note that child UI does not have the list property mentioned by default since it does not make a difference. Let me set the color to dark gray and set text to A1. We can define one more child and give it a vertical direction to store further children's, and let's set its color to light gray and set the text to A2. As you can see in the canvas, both children are arranged in horizontal direction. Now let's experiment with sizeWeight function using the function setSizeWeight. So if I set weight of A1 to 2, then A1 occupies 2/3 of the total space of parent and A2 occupies the 1/3 space. But changing weight of height does not make a difference since the children are arranged in horizontal direction. Now let's experiment with size percentage value using setSizePer function. If we set size per of width, it won't do anything since weight is only affected along the child direction order. Since it is horizontal direction, the width is not affected by the percentage value, while the height percentage does change the height of the children. Let's set it to 0.3, means 30% of the height of total parent A2 text. Now by using the function setSizeConst, we can define if width and height should use the static values in pixels. By default, both the values are false for width and height. If we make height constant, then by default the height is at 0 pixel static. So we need to use setSize function to define the height of the UI in pixel, and now the height is adjusted. Now you can see the A1 becomes 130 pixel in height. Let's define children of A1 as well. The A11 is the first child colored in red and A12 is the second child colored in dark red. Likewise, the child of A2 are A21 and A22. They are colored in green and light green respectively. As you can see, A1 contains the child in horizontal direction and A2 contains the child in vertical direction. This is it for today. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for the upcoming videos.